Advance tax is like paying small parts of your yearly income in advance to the government. So it is like pay as you earn, because we are earning the income in the financial year, but when we will be filing return, we will be filing returns in the assessment year, that too after 3 to 4 months of financial year. So government feels there is a lot of delay in earning our income, and then when we are paying taxes to the government, so government says keep sharing your income with me as you're earning that income. So by that way, we will also not feel as a burden to pay so much taxes at the end, and government will also keep on getting the regular flow of income from the income generators, because government also has to fund infrastructure, education, etc., etc. So we share our tax payments as we earn money. If you're salaried or businessman or freelancer even, and your tax liability for the entire financial year is rupees 10,000 or more, you are liable to pay advance tax. Now, if you are a salaried person, in most cases your employer will take care of your taxation by regularly deducting TDS before giving you salary credit. But then you have to disclose everything to your employer. You have to disclose your income from other sources, income from house property, and income from all the sources, and all your deductions you do apart from the investments which are directly made from your salary, like LIC, which you do separately, ATD Mediclaim, which you do separately, and all other investments or expenses which are claimable for deductions. But suppose if you're not informing everything to your employer, all the income sources to your employer, you're hiding something or you forget to inform something. For example, you have sold a mutual fund or stocks in the middle of the year, and you have made a capital gain of more than 1 lakh, and you have not informed this to your employer. So capital gain is more than 1 lakh, that means you're liable to pay 10% tax on it, and you have not informed this to your employer, so he will not deduct TDS on it. So here you have to take care of your taxation, you have to calculate it, the taxation, and if the tax liability is more than 10,000, then you have to pay it by yourself. But if you're a businessman or you're freelancer, then you have to take care of your own liability because there is no TDS. So you have to calculate your own incomes and own taxes and arrive at what advance tax you're liable to pay and pay accordingly. If your tax liability is more than rupees 10,000, then you have to pay advance tax because you're liable to pay advance tax. But government wants to give a bit relief to the small businessmen, small professionals, and freelancers also. So those who have opted for presumptive taxation under section 44AD and 44ADA, this is for them, as they don't calculate their taxes every quarter, they don't calculate their income every quarter, they calculate their income at the end based on some percentage of turnover and accordingly pay taxes, and they don't even maintain records the entire year. They don't know what is their income and what is their taxation throughout the year. They calculate their incomes and taxes at the end of the year. So this relief is given to them that they don't have to pay advance tax every quarter, but at the end, in the month of March, end of the financial year, they have to calculate, and the entire advance tax they can pay at the end in the last installment in the month of March. So if you have opted for presumptive taxation under section 44AD or 44ADA, you have to pay the entire advance tax at the end in the month of March. If your total tax liability is more than rupees 10,000, you are liable to pay advance tax. But What about senior citizens? So government has granted some relief to the senior citizens. So now if you are a senior citizen and do not run any business, then you're exempt from paying any advance taxes. You know, of this section, some big businessmen of the country can take advantage. Therefore, this comfort is given only to the retired people who have the basic income, to give them comfort, who generate some interest income or something like that. But people who generate business income, to them there is no exemption. If you're generating business income and you're a senior citizen, you have to pay advance taxes. When do we have to pay advance taxes? So the due dates for payment of advance taxes are, you have to pay 15% of whatever the total amount of advance tax is liable to. You have to pay 15% of that advance tax on or before 15th June. Next installment comes on or before 15th September. So you have to pay 45% of the total amount of advance tax on or before 15th September. So 45% is the cumulative amount that should have been paid. So let's say I'm saying 45% and 15% is already paid on and before 15th June. So now you have to pay only 30% of the advance tax amount. The next installment comes in on or before 15th September. You have to pay 75% of the total advance tax less the amount which is already being paid. And the last installment is on or before 15th March. You have to pay 100% of the advance taxes less whatever the advance tax amount is already paid. For taxpayers who have opted for section 44AD or 44ADA, that is presumptive taxation, for them they have to pay the entire advance tax in the last installment, which is in March. For example, if my tax liability is around 1 lakh, I have to pay 1 lakh. Now 15% of this has to be paid on or before 15th June. And suppose I paid 15,000 on or before 15th June. Now on or before 15th September, I have to pay how much? Till that date 45%, that is 45,000 should have been paid, but 15,000 is already paid. So 45,000 minus 15,000, I have to pay only 30,000 on or before 15th September. Let's say I forgot to pay 15,000 on or before 15th June. Then on or before 15th September, I will be paying full 45,000. Or another case could be that instead of 15,000, I paid only 10,000 on or before 15th June. In that case, on or before 15th September, I am liable to pay 45% of 1 lakh, which is 45,000, minus 10,000 is already paid. So I am supposed to pay 45 minus 10, that is 35,000 on or before 15th September. And that's how you have to compute your advance taxes accordingly. Whenever you pay, you have to see what is the cumulative amount that should have been paid till date minus the tax amount which has already been paid in the previous quarters. How much advance tax is to be paid? How to calculate? The advance tax you have to pay would depend upon your income and the tax slab you belong to. You have to calculate your yearly income under all the heads of income, that is your gross total income, reduce the deductions from it, you'll arrive at net taxable income, and then calculate the taxation on it as per slab rate. Seems very confusing? Don't worry, we have a tool provided by Income Tax India. You can simply put your figures of all the sources under this, click on calculate, it will tell you how much advance tax you are liable to pay in which quarter, calculating 15%, 45%, 75%, whatever it is in the respective quarter. If your income changes during the year than what was expected, your tax liability will also change. no worries, you can adjust the advance tax payments accordingly. What you have to do is put the new revised figures in the tool, and then it will calculate the updated advance tax as per the revised figures. And then you have to adjust accordingly. Now suppose if in the previous quarters you have paid less advance taxes and your income suddenly increased, so in the next quarters you will be paying more advance tax. If you have already paid more advance tax and the income has suddenly reduced and you expect it to be reduced in the future quarters, then in the next quarter you will be paying lesser advance taxes. What if the advance tax is overpaid or underpaid? So in both the criterias there will be a role of interest. Now let's say if I have paid more advance tax than what I was required to pay, then you will claim an IT refund. When I claim an IT refund, I will receive the refund with 0.5% interest per month from the income tax department. What if I have underpaid than what was required to be paid? So if I have paid less advance taxes than what I was liable to pay, I have to pay interest under section 234B and C, which is 1% per month under both the sections separately, to the income tax department while filing my income tax return. If you're supposed to pay advance tax and you don't pay sufficient tax on time, then you have to pay interest under section 234B and 234C, 1% per month under each section. So though 1% per month seems very insignificant in listening, but the interest amount, the way it is calculated, goes substantial. So if you're calculating it yourself by the tool, pay it on time, and if your CA is calculating for you, remind him along with income tax returns to pay advance tax also for you.